A good way to think of it is a train, and at the front of the train you have fact, and that's God's truth, and then in the middle you have your faith, and just putting your faith in that truth that God is giving you, and at the very end you have how you feel about it. And for me, just being pulled along by God's truth, and then just having faith that that is truth for me and will guide my life, and at the very end is how I feel about it, and it's definitely there, but it's not what's pulling me along.
When it comes to girlfriends and relationships, we allow our emotions to decide whether or not we're either going to be with the person anymore or how we're going to treat that person in our daily life. Emotions play a huge role in totally dictating our relationships. I've spent a lot of time fighting back emotions because I didn't want to make the wrong decision on whether or not I should be with a certain girl or not. And it took a lot of prayer, because I was allowing my emotions to dictate my actions toward that person when I should have allowed the Lord to dictate my actions towards that person.
Because a lot of people believe that, feelings are simply against what the Spirit is. But if that was the case, then the Lord wouldn't have given us feelings. So I think that as far as feelings are concerned, once you've totally surrendered yourself to the Lord, not living carnally, truly living spiritually, your feelings change because you want to do more of the things that the Lord wants you to do and not what you wanted to do before.
If I woke up in a bad mood, the rest of the day I was in a bad mood, and I let that emotion control my life. And now I put those emotions on the Lord.
A lot of our emotions are self-focused in a way. And not that we don't have them, because in a relationship you always have to. Like, I want to cry with God. I want to love God. I want to laugh with God. I want to be happy with Him and joy and peace. I mean, He wouldn't use those words in the Bible if He didn't want us to feel those emotions. But it has to be based on something that's factual. And if that's not there, our emotions lie to us really easily, and we can fall onto tangents that God never told us, things that God never told us to do, and I felt like, and I think we see that in a lot of church. I felt that. We need to go based on His Word and His guidance and the Bible.
Faith is really turning your back on what the things that man say and really just focusing on what God wants you to do. Really being able to push away all ideas and everything that sets itself up against the will of the Lord, all ideas.
And when we allow our feelings to lead us, our feelings are very, very deceiving, and they can condemn us. And so I think when we lead by our feelings, we are led astray so easily. We need to be keeping our eyes focused on the things of above and on that truth.
It's real hard to discern sometimes without faith and without fact, what our feelings are. Are they created, by Satan to change our mind about something, or are they from God? And independent from faith and fact, it's real hard to discern that.
Even Jesus was emotional, but that you are pulled by truth, and emotion comes a far second or third to that truth that motivates your life and controls your life.
Just because we don't feel like being obedient to God today doesn't mean that we shouldn't. And I think sometimes we have to just rely on the truth and have faith that God is, wants good for our lives, and obey Him even though we don't feel like it, because we don't always feel like it. So sometimes we have to put feelings aside and just trust God to lead us.
If I continue to seek after God, I continue to spend time in His Word, I continue to pray to Him, and it's not about how I'm feeling at the moment. It's about just going to God and putting my life in His hands.